this presentation of our NBA basketball. Doris Burke on our sideline. Looking at the last game, they ended down only 3 points.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in that game too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys turned into a...
I've got Vucevic. Felton is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Dang, and it's Nowitzki in at the 4 slot. Good. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Dealey. Dang against Iguodala. The shot no good. Nice D from Dang. The 3. Can't get it to go. The second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Orlando, Payton is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Gortat, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 slot. Orlando with the ball. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Draymond Green pulls it in. Here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now, Ernie. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Iguodala. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Curry. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And good on the basket. Book it.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Felton kicks to Dang. Picked by Vucevic. Back to Dang. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Yeah, that was a tremendously close game, that last encounter. I mean, they shot the ball just a little better, and really that was probably the difference.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, every possession was a big one, Greg. Sometimes it just comes down to a favorable bounce or perhaps a shooter's role to decide a game.
Here's Nowitzki, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Nowitzki's got his first bucket of the night, and we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles leads by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And here's Los Angeles, leading by 5. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Aaron Gordon, Nowitzki. Now here's Curry, down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
We foul him right away.
Here's Gortat. It's rebounded by Curry.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Draymond Green comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Gortat. Bang comes in for Gordon. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Anthony Morrow.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Klay Thompson. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one.
Ladies and gentlemen, game speed.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nowitzki with the screen on Thompson. Here's Vucevic. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Gordon, with no one around, can't connect. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clutch.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. But first, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
He wasn't just a big part of their offense tonight. He was their offense. If you score like that and that frequency, some people will say you're selfish. But if you score like that and you win, they call you a hero.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Seen it with my own eyes, I would get otherwise without the luxury of leaving. The touch and feeling of free is untangible technically, is something we got to believe in. Connect the cause and the fact, one foot in front of the next. This is the start of a journey. And my mind is already gone in the fear of the unknown. Somehow this doesn't concern me. And you can stand right there if you want, but I'm going on. And I'm prepared to go it alone. I'm going on to a place in the sun that's nice and warm. I'm going on, and I'm sure they'll have a place for you too. Ooh, anyone that needs what they want and doesn't want what they need, I want nothing to do with. And to do what I want and to do what I please is first on my to-do list. But every once in a while I think about her smile, one of the few things I do miss. But baby, I've got to go. Baby, I've got to know. Baby, I've got to prove it. And I'll see you when you get there. But I'm going on.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they're up there in third place in the Western Conference, very close to the position they were in when last season came to a close. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way.
Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 31, Festus Ezeli.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive team.
You've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Curry, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook with the nice D there. And Roberson kicks to Durant. Screen by Ibaka. And Durant, here we go. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Los Angeles leads by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
Well, it's been a tight one. Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And for Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook out there with Payne. And it's Durant. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's McGarry in at the 4. Here's Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Thompson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Thunder up 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, just a great offensive performance tonight. The play calling, the passing, the shooting, it was all working. They forced the defense to stretch itself thin, trying to figure out who to cover. And that created a lot of room for the shooters and spot-up jumpers.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they need to be more aggressive. They got to take the ball inside. See, scoring inside the NBA is like running in football. You're taking control of the game physically. Sure, you need good perimeter play and spacing on the floor, but, hey, you got to get it into the big man, Ernie.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. They've got Iguodala. Ezeli is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. Money from the wing. Ibaka's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Ibaka. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. There's a screen. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Magic. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Durant is out there with David Lee. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Payne at the point.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a two-possession game.
Here's Curry with the three. Thompson. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
It's Durant with the drive.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Festus Ezeli comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes.
Festus Ezeli. Andre Iguodala.
Here is Durant. Westbrook with it. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Durant. Whoa! It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
So a clip.
Russell, congrats.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Russell Westbrook. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A text. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, a win today would give them the 8th best record in the league. I'm sure that's something they have their eyes on. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or head cold, you're like, forget that, I'm playing. But my advice, if you have a shot at home court, you go for it.
You would play with a head cold?
Oh, my gosh.
I never got a head cold.
You are a war.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Yeah, fourth and final match. The confidence there. The question is whether or not they can pull off the win tonight.
Well, there's no question about the confidence. They're looking to finish strong and close it out with the win. They're a combative matchup.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Festus Ezeli, Iguodala out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 2 guard. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here is Collison. 1 second left, and the jumper is on the mark. Collison's got his first. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Steph Curry. Draymond Green is out there at Pekovic. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. Curry attacking. Thompson left side. Here's Green. That one wide left.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Left side Collison. With 1 on the clock. Lamb, good. Lamb's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Kings. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Kings lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports halftime show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, to say their shots are not falling is an understatement. It's a miracle they're still in this game. They need to flip the switch big time in the second half, and that starts with more movement on offense. If you don't have a great look, find the open man, drive the ball, create an opportunity. Come on, basketball 101.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Los Angeles on D. It's a three-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
And, you know, as it came down the stretch, Greg, I was thinking, how is this still a game? I mean, how is this still close? And you got the sense that it was never going to be their night.
We've got Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Collison in at the point. That's the drill for George Karl getting going here in the second half.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Sacramento making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Gay. And it's Lamb in there for Lance Stevenson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Barnes is checked in.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. Two-possession game now.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's stolen by Curry. And no good trying to get that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Kings ahead. They lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Magic. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Curry is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Anderson Varejao. And it's Green, and it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
Here's Collison. After the made shot from Klay Thompson. Cousins. Johnson, the pass to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. Curry kicks to Thompson. Can't cash in. So it's the Kings taking it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Darren Collison. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
He had a very nice...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
Os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that rebound. Not only do you see the defense sprint, you see the offensive wing sprint the lane because they say this guy is out. And I love watching John Wall play.
And he uses his size, takes the contact, he can finish in the lane. And most of all, he wears down the defender.
And you know, I know you've talked about him and Bradley Beal together being the Secret Service. That's your
the Secret Service, the nickname.
But see, everybody knows about him now, so I think it's the not-so-Secret Service.
I'm not feeling that.
The not-so-Secret Service.
But we all know about the Secret Service, and we still
need the noise box, Ernie.
Not-so-Secret Service.
I need our noise box, Ernie.
I'm sticking by it.
Very nice.
Kevin Harlan, what do you think? Thank you.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off a good outing against Phoenix. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
And Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
And now Washington's starting group. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Porter is out there with Young, and it's Biyombo with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And here are the Wizards now. Last time they met was in Washington.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Left side Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Just 3 on the clock. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Los Angeles leads by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite. You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I would certainly think. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
Not only the confidence, Greg, but they've been the more aggressive team early on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Nikola Pekovic. Steph Curry's out there with Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Here's Green, and he banks in the layup.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And Wall. Here we go now. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
I like to see them create more points in the paint. The problem now is that defenses can sag in, take away angles for entry passes, quickly double. So you got to be creative. Inside screens, back cuts, drive and dish. You need to do whatever it takes to get the guy open.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. And so it's Washington with it. They trail by 3. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second on the road. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Young. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Verajau's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Dallenberg's checked in. Here's Wall.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
He dishes it to Beal. Back to Wall. Off the screen, and he gets the bucket. Wall's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Washington. Curry kicks to Ezeli, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And here's Wall outside, and that one's good. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Thompson. Curry is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Green in at the four-man position.
Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
And the Wizards making a change here. Biombo's checked in. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Oubre is checked in for Temple. And John Wall subbed in for Gaudla. Wall with the steal. Here's Oubre. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Porter Jr. is checked in for Washington. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Wall wide. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time. Big time.
Incredible.
I can't believe
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan. John Wall. It was one of those performances capped off with a game-winning shot. Highlights for quite a while. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
I won't bow down to no man.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For Minnesota, they come in off the loss to Orlando. They're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the hell up! Dave?
Nothing.
There you are. Jesus Christ, that's it. What took you so long?
Oh, busy, dude.
Busy with what?
Helping my mom.
Oh yeah, today's Mother's Day.
Yep.
That's good, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
How is she?
She's fine.
That's good. Hey, can I tell you something?
What happened?
So I was saying that... I'll tell you what it is.